Right, and this is Ty Duncan. He's from MindPlay.com. Here to tell us a little bit about his company, what they do for districts and campuses. And I know many of you already work with him and are aware of this, but some of us are new. And he's also very kindly provided breakfast and lunch to those. So please get him your kind of attention.
Thank you. I don't know if I need this. I talk loud.
All right.
Thank you for having me. There's lots of donuts out there, and I'm not taking them back to Lubbock, so you better take them home with you. Appreciate you letting me speak to you today. Ty Duncan, I work for MindPlay Education. I worked at a service center in Lubbock for 20 years, and well, I've been in business a long time. Mickey Wesley and I, Tracy Patrick, I bring out a million hours of those people in my lifetime. So lots of friends in service centers and lots of friends here too. So done everything from PTEF to PIL to man. When I first started out with social things, so that's how I broke into this business. So been around a long time and now working for MindPlay Education. And I'll say this to you: being a principal is one of the hardest jobs in the world. We were talking about that out there. If I ever write a book, it's going to be about change in small town America and why it's so difficult to change things in small town America. And the reason is because in small town America, everything's great until it isn't. And it takes to change something. It takes an asteroid has to hit the 10 before you can change something, right? I mean, most people, as long as things are rocking along pretty good, change is there. What does it take? It takes some kind of event. Maybe the state does, you're not any good. Okay. I found that don't even work sometimes. Okay. I found, the system's bad. The system's bad. What single test, one training, then it tell everything about. Well, yeah, I guess. Okay. Full disclosure, I was on Mission Around Accountability Advisory Committee for 15 years. That right. So what I know more about than anything in the world, so without relative, I'm the dork like that. Okay, that's probably what I know more about. I like to think it's college basketball, but my probably school government. And how do you change? How do you change that? How do you change toward what the game can be? I don't place tremendous value on it, but I will say this: when a campus gets an F, nobody can stand. Okay, you can't stand. Okay, B's, can you stand it? I found some people could stand these. Okay, as long as the school down the road would be too. Okay, but we beat them in football. We wound it on a football game. Okay, or you get these additions to football. Well, Mr. Green must have beat them. No, you get into competing back. And I play all the say, and I want to hear all of it. Well, I'll tell you, in literacy, hear to everything. Did my experience of literacy with this video. The great equalizer, also the greatest discipline management system on me. Here's what I'll tell you. When you go analyze the reading lab, the secret when it comes to gas up in your office. And almost all of the low grade notes. How do you work with, when we talk about discipline, behavior, all that, great, the behavior management system, make sure everybody reads. When everybody reads, discipline grows with that. And it's the absolute truth of middle school. Why middle schools want to get losing? Because they can't read. But the ultimate thing for a middle school kid, they want to be like everybody else in their tire and their behavior. How do they act out? They act out. And they can't read like that. So what happens to middle school kids? Turning in this behavior post-COVID. Why has behavior been so bad post-COVID? Because they didn't know how to read. That's why we got them back and they can't read. How do you cover that? I actually must explain. Everybody knows it. So I'm a big believer in that. I'll tell you that I lost a brother-in-law to a suicide. It's 22, 35 years old, he could read. He'd be alive to read. A lot of things I'm doing, can't read. around and blue. Incarcerated multiple times, incarceration because they couldn't leave. And life as an adult being illiterate is a really, really crazy thing. And the truth is, we're not graduating tremendous amounts of kids with 13th grade literacy. This is some work that we're doing in Quanah. Quanah is one of our better accounts. Got there the council principal moved out of Plain. That the superintendent there will be my principal, as a matter of fact. But so he gave me a shot. We tried it there, and this is them this year. Red means they're 2 grade levels behind. Yellow means 1 grade level behind. Green means you're on grade level. Blue means you're above grade level. About half their kids upon day one were critical reading levels. We've moved many of them out, and by the end of the year, this is halfway through the year, so by the end of the year, they'll be right out. Research is correct later. You only need to break tier 1 instructional card. The red only needs to be 20%. You can probably function, but it's hard to have tier 1 instruction when kids are on grade level. So over time, we move them with progress monitor every 2 weeks. Put them on that software, and every 2 weeks we move them. So they've moved quite a few kids to exceeding grade levels, and they were a blue ribbon school, as a matter of fact. We went to Washington, D.C. and everything. So this is Seminole Elementary, you know where that is, right on the border. I was telling them my 2 largest linebackers were Bedford and Emerging Bilingual may take them over this year. I'm a conservative, but man, I like open board. And the reason is because kids coming to this country can't read the Pirates of Coral for video. Las Cruces in Mexico. I'm going to Las Cruces next week, and after midwinter. So I've got a crazy week. And Seminole has, you know anything about Seminole? They have a large German population, Mennonite population. I'm a graduate of there. And my niece still live there. My brother, my mom and dad still live there. And they have an influx of Guatemala and Venezuela people coming across New Mexico because of the oil. And the Mennonite population used to never go to school there. And recently they closed one of them, and they've seen an influx. But kids who speak German, interesting enough, me, and I speak Spanish, but that they think Spanish for Mexico. So many of these these German families speak Spanish. I've experienced with sure. And we've really seen real growth there. We only put them on in October, they called me and said, "So we got to do something." The kids aren't growing like they should, and we're helping them out. So, with all that said, I can tell you story after story after story. There's Lubbock Cooper Sped. This is probably my best success story. If you look down at the bottom, Lubbock Cooper, they were in their sped kids. They were never above the state average. In fact, they were below a lot. About 2022, and then we started a 3-year project there, and now they're above the state average almost every time. They have every sped kid in the district on MindPlay. In the end, we actually are entering into a 2-year contract with them this school year. So it's been a really good thing. How do we do it? Well, one of the things is, I'll say this to you. I got a bunch of slides in there that I'll gladly send to you, but I'm not going to bore you through all that. How do we do it? One of the things is we've actually changed in the last year. So August 1st, we actually launched our foundational skills profile, and I have many people to implement their science of reading implementation. Our scope and sequence is pretty close to amplifying HMH. If you're not amplifying HMH in Texas, the first thing you are is stupid. That's the very first thing because of they control the world. So we've actually taken our scope and sequence. Now it's science of reading. So let me say this. In fact, we're totally different. We're not iReady. I don't claim to be iReady. We're not iReady. It's not a competitor. Totally different. I excel maybe a little bit. My biggest competitor that does the closest is Mirror iStation. station was just purchased by Amira. You won't even hear the name iStation anymore, thank goodness, because it doesn't work. But fluency, spelling, phonics, vocabulary, comprehension. We do a screener. We're on the 7th grade approved. You're required by law to screen every 7th grader for fluency. That are on in middle school that doesn't pass this script. We're on that approved list. Let me say this, okay? I think I put it in there. Hold on. Let me say this about fluency, and I put this kid in there because Miss Moffitt sent it to me, and I did everything in my power not to. There we go. This is a kid in Benjamin, Texas, that she just sent to me literally this morning. Okay. This is a 3rd grader. This is an 8th grader reading on a 3rd grade level. So upon screening, we give you a functional grade level. Each one of those bars is a progress monitor or a screener. We screen 4 times a year. So this kid, over time, their independent grade level has gone up to grade 6. So they've gone up 3 grade levels. Their fluency. And I say this to you about fluency, and the reason I brought this up. Here's what happens in our research. I'm telling you, when a kid becomes fluent, you can change the fluency, you can change the life, especially older kids. I'm tell you why, because they want to do it. Why do you go do things you don't want to do? I do. I play golf. I'm not very good at it. But I keep going back. Okay, I keep going back. I'm not real good at it. I keep going back. But generally speaking, if I'm not good at it, I just quit. Why? It's not a good at reading. Why I'm doing it. You know what's like to go to school and can't read? Did you know that we place tremendous amount of anxiety with kids who's 4 grade levels behind in reading and tell them to go to class, sit in 8th grade class, and it creates tremendous amount of anxiety too, because they can't read. You're driving with middle school largely because they're fluent. We make them read faster. We pull text away. We give you words per minute. We believe every kid should know what the words per minute is. Do your kids know? We set goals with them. I do a keynote around the state, and in fact, we follow up with. I do it for you from that. Goals, not grades. I'm an anti-grade guy. Goals, not grades. We set goals with kids. You achieve those goals. Really, and we found it works way better. You get it goal. So this kid can see, did you know this is way better PR with mama too? We should send this on. It'll make you far less meetings go great. You can send this on. You tell them, I'm getting better over time. The fluency's gone up. What happens when you change fluency? This kid dramatically changed. What happened right in here? So fluency changed. Why? Because we changed lexile. So we changed lexile. What happens? Sometimes the fluency goes down. Fluency went up 3, 4, 5. When you can change kids' fluency, we found that at about 150 words a minute, if you can get a middle school kid there, they will skyrocket. Because now they can do it quickly without having to be afraid of Sarah. So you get a kid in 8th grade day, and we're reading on the 3rd grade level. And you need to be able to that accurate. With the top of that. When you read on that with then I can be told the words, but I don't know if I can decipher the meaning. Right? But that's what a 6th grader sitting there without any context. Right? So content, I tend to believe this, and then also our oral reading fluency. One of the things we've started, and this is a lot of the reason I'm going to show you the video because the video can do way more justice than me. We're going to assign oral reading fluency. You go in there inside the software, you assign it to a kid. You select the date. Yeah. Kid's going to go in, administer this assessment.
Lots of orientation. Chocolate lemons with it.
We take the recording, we give them the recording, and then it AI grades it, and you saw there, it tells you how many words are assisted, how many errors they made. It's far more. I know adults get mad at this. I know people hate to hear that. I want to get that recording because I want to listen to it myself. No offense, the AI makes far fewer errors. Which stuff? So we AI assist grade, it tells you, gives the kid what their lexile is, and we move on and we begin to have conversations about it. But imagine all this recorded reading, go back, AI generated, tells you where they are. You saw the kid make a mistake and multiple statements. It's obviously there, and that's that up. Okay? Or did go. Do you know how fast your kids can read? It's a self-pass, this is a great self-pass prep. You also don't have to, I know the state reads you like previously for free or whatever, but we can go there and we can practice. If you go look at self-pass data, it's very clear, oral reading fluency, or the listening in speaking is always too good. We're not, so what causes every lesson that we do is with the speech language pathology. I'm not going to tell you that we're not Call of Duty. We're not Madden 2025. College football 2025. I'm a little bit of a gamer. I'm quite only being doing the most of that. My son, man, well, my brother really don't. Yeah. Got a little mind ordeal. I know a lot about movie here. More than shockingly amount. We're not, I don't sell MindPlay. Okay. We're going to help you read. We're going to help you read fast. We're going to help you read fluency. It's going to help you launch the communication. How do we sell it? By the kid. We sell it by kids. One student liking doesn't find. You can sell it to the whole district. We sell it to the individual campuses. I start to 4 kids on a campus. I trail it to one kid out. We sell it that way. We figure out the letter or classroom or they can sell spreadsheets. It doesn't matter. We'll go. We all already. But clever Platinum or Platinum. That's no, that's ours will fit. That's better. So, I mean, we can help you. Hit Ty and MindPlay.com. He lied, MindPlay.com, much red. Yeah, I have something for you other than that box. And the first one go, I don't know what's in the box. I just know there's some good stuff in that box. Okay, I already know in the box. I thought talking about me, talking low, I thought ball, good man. You said it. You can have all that. I just don't want to bring back to with that. I got to be in San Diego on that. But when we're on the road, let's first do it. Actually, you made none of that. That's what my first experience. It's fun. Where it was 5 of them. 5 degrees, but like this. So I appreciate you. 5 right up down. I love that. Love the big weekly. And we've been the company get going. And I'm right there, a lot of fire here. Filter the nose line. Right there. Wow. And roll it. Good. Fill it. Milk. Like I no. You got pattern. Right line. And we'll swear it. Don't back over it.
Like these